You know, right now, we're all swimming in this promise of AI assistants, these super smart, helpful tools that are supposed to make our lives way easier. But what if there's a catch? What if that constant help actually comes with a hidden cost? In this explainer, we're going to dig into a pretty radical idea. Maybe we should stop building helpful AI advisors and start building AI opponents. And look, this isn't some niche idea. Every single major AI lab out there is chasing this exact dream. The goal isn't just to build a simple servant that can go fetch information for you. The big vision is to create an AI that genuinely empowers us, expands our abilities and helps us crush our goals. It's a really powerful and frankly optimistic vision for how humans and AI are going to work together. So there's actually a formal name for this whole concept: empowerment. It's a huge guiding principle in AI safety and ethics research. The core idea is to design AI that's focused on increasing a person's power. And by that I mean their ability to achieve a whole range of potential goals, whatever they happen to be. It's all about creating more options and more freedom, not just blindly following one command. Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting: how this idea breaks down into actual behaviors. You can see the checklist here. An empowering AI is supposed to get rid of obstacles, give you critical information, and even help you think better. It's meant to expand your choices, help you work with others, and keep you safe. This is basically the blueprint for the perfect AI advisor. I mean, on paper, this sounds amazing, right? What could possibly be wrong with that? Well, here's the twist. Some people are starting to warn about this thing called a hidden atrophy tax. The basic idea is that for every little shortcut our AI gives us, we might be paying a tiny tax on our own skills. That helpful assistant could, by its very nature, be making the muscles of our mind just a little bit weaker over time. And this quote just nails the problem. It's so important to remember that we don't just use our tools. The tools we use, well, they actually start to shape us. We change our behavior to get the most out of them. So an AI assistant doesn't just help you with your goals. Over time, it can subtly change which goals you even think are possible or natural to go after in the first place. And you've totally seen this in your own life, right? Like, think about GPS. When's the last time you really had to build a mental map of a new part of town? Your phone just does it. Or when your email auto-completes your sentences, you subconsciously start writing in ways that are easier for the AI to predict. Each one of these helpful little interactions can lead to this slow capability erosion, where the skills we used to have just kind of fade away. So what's the big deal? Well, the long-term risk here is actually pretty huge. It's not just about forgetting how to read a map. It's about the slow shrinking of what researchers call your goal space. It's like the whole universe of things you even think about trying to do on your own starts to get smaller and smaller. The more we outsource our thinking, the less we might be able to tackle big, new, or really difficult problems by ourselves. All right, so if that's the problem, what's the solution? This is where a radical new idea comes in. Enter the AI opponent. Forget an assistant designed to agree with you and make everything easy. Imagine an AI designed specifically to challenge you, to push back, and to make you stronger through a bit of intellectual sparring. This quote perfectly captures the whole idea. Real mastery, true skill, it doesn't come from easy wins. Chess grandmasters didn't become legends by playing against an AI set to easy mode. No way. They got there by facing an opponent that absolutely destroyed them, one that ruthlessly pointed out every single one of their weaknesses over and over again. The real learning is in the struggle, not in the easy victory. And this really gets to the heart of it, to this fundamental choice we have to make in how we design these things. Are we aiming for what you could call borrowed competence, where the AI just does the heavy lifting for us? Or are we trying to create built competence, where the AI is a tool to make our own skills tougher and more independent? So let's really break this down, because this is the core difference. The AI advisor, it just gives you the answer. It provides that borrowed competence that solves the problem for you right now. The AI opponent, on the other hand, it stress tests your thinking. It's that classic give a man a fish thing, right? The advisor delivers the fish, the opponent teaches you how to fish by, well, fighting you for it, making you get better. One fosters built competence, which expands what you can do in the future instead of just solving today's problem. Okay, I know this might sound a little abstract. My AI is going to fight me? But there's actually a really practical way to use this idea. The point isn't to have an AI that argues with you all day long. It's about using this kind of adversarial pressure at very specific key moments. And the proposal is a really simple 10-minute challenge. So here's how this talk out works. It's super simple. First, you figure out an important decision you're about to make. Step 2, you tell your AI opponent about it. Then, for the next 10 minutes, the AI's only job is to try and talk you out of it. It will hammer your idea from every possible angle. And after those 10 minutes, you see what's left. If your idea is still standing, hey, you can be way more confident that it's a solid plan. If it completely falls apart under pressure, well, you just saved yourself from making a huge mistake. And here's the best part. No matter what happens, the process itself makes your own ability to think clearly and defend your ideas that much stronger. So when you zoom out, this whole thing boils down to a really massive choice. As we're building this next generation of AI, we are making a fundamental decision about our future, whether we realize it or not. It's a choice about what we really, truly value for ourselves. And this quote really puts a fine point on it. Is the main goal to build tools for maximum comfort and convenience, to smooth out every single bump in the road of our lives? Or are we building tools that are designed to grow genuine human capability, even if that means we have to embrace a little bit of that productive struggle? So let's just leave you with this one last, pretty provocative question. Is it possible the whole industry is kind of on the wrong track? Instead of pouring every dollar and every brain cell into making AI more agreeable, more helpful, and more supportive, should we maybe be starting a completely different conversation? A conversation about building AIs that challenge us, that argue with us, and that, in the end, actually make us stronger. What do you think?